everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to give you tips or ways that you can change the way that you see money, so that you can make more money, or even start to make money in your life. And this is something that I dealt with as a business owner and as somebody that embarked on this journey that not a lot of people actually want to embark on. So let me not waste any time. So this is what you need to change, your mindset, what you need to think about in order to change the way that you see money and in order to change the way that you make money. So the first point from this book, I'm going to tell you the name of the book at the end of the video. Somebody might just write the name in the comments, but I'm going to summarize 4 points. I'll do 4 points that you can really think about and apply it to your life and really drill it in and say these points to yourself every single day so that they can actually stick in your mind, because we've been taught so many wrong things about money that we need to now start to work on changing it ourselves. So let me not waste time and let me get into the video with the first point. The first point is that making money is not a thing that you do, but it's a skill that you learn. If Mark Zuckerberg lost his money today, he would be able to make it back because now he knows how to make money. So people go about it the wrong way in trying to make a lot of money instead of going through all the processes, all the mental work that it takes to actually make money. It's not just about getting money in the bank. It's about who you become in the process of trying to make money. So in the beginning of a business, it's always hard, and sometimes you want to just drop everything, and sometimes you feel like you haven't made enough progress. But if you actually do the actions every day, one day you're going to look back and you see how much you've changed as a person, how much you've changed as somebody who is doing their own thing, unlike somebody else is doing things for them. So making money is a skill that you learn. It's not a thing that you do. So let's move on to point number 2. I don't want to make this video too long. Point number 2 is this. So I'm going to read this point or this words that he used. He says, seek wealth, not money or status. Wealth is having assets that earn while you sleep, and money is how we transfer time and wealth. So in order to think about ways to earn a living and wealth is owning your time. You own your time after a while. You don't own your time after making 2,000 rand a month. It's unless you want to make 2,000 rand a month and sit back. But before then, you don't make, like, wealth is an overall concept. So you're wealthy in that you have friends. You're wealthy in that you make enough to continue to have friends, to spend time with family, to spend time with whoever you want to spend time with. You go to the doctor that you want to go to. You go to the, you go on holiday if you want to. You don't have to beg somebody, you don't have to plead somebody, you don't have to ask for money somewhere else and such things. So that is wealth. It's not richness, it's wealth. So let's move on. Here he says, you will get rich by giving society what it wants, but does not know yet how to get it and at scale. So for me, the important thing was at scale. I had a business. I still have that business, but now my business model has changed. So I had a crochet business that made me a little bit of money while I was still working full time. The problem with that was that I made this stuff, and in order to crochet, if anybody knows crochet or knitting, it takes hours. So a lot of people might like the stuff, they might order from me, but I'm not going to be able to crochet 10 jerseys that I could sell today. So that's not producing something at scale. At scale means you can produce a lot of things that a lot of people want. And with that, the only way to scale with that is to create a blog, is to do videos, which is something that I do, and my channel is growing so well. I'm gonna link it in the bio, you can check it out. and then teaching other people. You can open a handmade school and all of those things. So that is scaling. So if you can create something that you can serve a lot of people without necessarily depleting yourself all the time. In the beginning, I'm going to be real with you. In the beginning, business is not easy. It's not going to just pick up. You need to work on yourself. You need to work sales and things like that. You need to learn a lot. It's a lie that you're just going to wake up. Or let me not say it's not a lie. It's an exception. It's like winning the lottery. There is those people that can start businesses this year and make money, but it's the exception. And you don't want to think that you're the exception all the time. You can't work with being an exception when you're not an exception. So you have to think scale. So whatever you do, think, how can I do this at a larger scale without depleting myself in the beginning, and then eventually you'll be able to hire more people. So the more you scale, the more you can hire people if that's what you want to do. But yeah, that's point number 3. And now I'm going to move on to point number 2 that helped me change my mind when it came to wealth building. And the point is, I'm going to read it for you. It says, specific knowledge is knowledge you cannot be trained for. If society can train you, it can train someone else and replace you. People that make money know something that you can't just go and Google and get it. So this make money 10,000 rand a day doing this. That's why a lot of people are not if you could make 10,000 rand a day taking surveys, then you can certainly, how many people would do that? That would be quick. It would be so easy, But people that charge a lot of money for their knowledge, people that have been CEOs, they know something that you don't know just on Google. You can Google how to become a CEO, but you have not been a CEO. You can Google how to become a social media manager, but you have not become a social media manager. You are not a social media manager. You are not a business person. You can Google how to become a business person, things that you need. But until you become one, the knowledge that you have, somebody else can tell somebody, and that means nothing. So you need to get down to doing things and making sure that you document the process, because that's going to be your money. We live in the knowledge society. So that's going to be your money maker. Do things, gain the knowledge, and then you can make money from what you do know, not what you can Google, And I'm going to give you a last point that's related to that. And in that book, he says reading is faster than listening and doing is faster than watching. So do, and you're going to learn so much more than just watching somebody else do something. And read, because when you read, you know a lot more than just listening to somebody giving you their opinions, but you end up knowing more. So what costs you little is going to cost you a lot more later on. You get what I'm saying? So the name of the book, finally, is called The Almanac of Neville. And I'm going to put it in the link below. It will lead you to Google, where you can see if you want to buy the book hard copy, or if you want to buy Kindle, ebook, and all of that. So I hope this really helps you in your journey to making money. And please don't forget to subscribe, because I want to help you make money and create wealth, and not just make money, but create wealth for yourself and for the generations to come. Because once we change the stories that we tell ourselves, we're going to change the narratives and the stories that we tell our children, and that is going to change the next generation. So thank you for joining me today. And remember, wealth is not just money. Thank you.